Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Fishing in the South. On this episode, I'm going to talk about my attack to this upcoming and actually already started spring season, which is kind of stapled by the thought of pre-spawn and spawning fishing. And a few of the things I'm going to go over today are my two rods that are set up have setups on them that I would use during the spawning season, as well as some baits I have on my desk here and the line that I would use during the fishing. And so stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm going to start off with, I have two soft plastics that I want to talk to you guys about. And they both kind of imitate a crawl slash a dying kind of shad kind of a approach. So I'm going to grab them right here real quick. And so I'm going to talk about this first one here. And this is a very unknown company. It's a custom company, and so the action on this bait is really, really good, because I believe they're either hand poured or injected, probably injected. But yeah, here they are. It's the Outdoor Advantage. You guys can read that. The 4-inch pit bull and a green pumpkin. I actually won these in a contest that the company was doing on Facebook, and I have one actually rigged up on this rod. If I can get it real quick. It's right there, and I'm going to talk about this rig that it's kind of rigged up on. It's rigged up with a 3/0 VMC hook. Always use a VMCs. They're the sharpest and best hooks out there. It's the sharpest hook is in between the Trocar and the VMC, and I believe just the VMC are probably more durable, and that's why I use these more than the Trocar. And the Trocars are so expensive. And as well, I always use a 1/8 ounce bullet weight during the spring season. And actually, this rod is rigged up with, if you can see that braid, this is 50-pound Power Pro in I think it's like a lime green, but it's the Super 8 Slick version of the Power Pro, and that's the best Power Pro there is out there. But I have rigged up here this 3-inch leader. You can't see because it's fluorocarbon, but it's Sunline Super Fluorocarbon in 14-pound test? No, 10-pound test. So a 10-pound test leader, which is perfect. You can go up to a 12 or maybe even a 14 if you'd like. But I'm out of it right now, so I need to go get some more. And yeah, but that's the rig that I would be using for the Outdoor Advantage pit bull, the 4-inch pit bull. Okay. Oops. And now for the next soft plastic. It is a new company to me. They're out of Texas, Lake Fork, Texas actually, and it's actually the Lake Fork 5-inch hyperworm and watermelon red flake, I believe. And I'm super new to this bait. I actually have a picture of a bass I caught on this bait in a creek the other day. It was 1.5 pounds at least, and it was a pretty solid fish. I mean, and I caught it in a creek, and there's not that many creeks in Texas because they're all dried up if there are any. And for there to be a decent over 1 pound bass in a creek, that's pretty unheard of. But I have it rigged up right here. VMC hook. You can see that segmented tail right there with another 18-ounce bullet weight, and this is just straight 14-pound fluorocarbon. I think this is actually P-line fluorocarbon. I didn't grab that line spool, but yeah. And I'm gonna grab one of those out of this bag just to show you it in better detail. As well, I believe these are like garlic and salt scented, and that garlic smells terrible, and so it's probably really good for the fish. But as you can see there, it's like 4 inches of just solid worm, and then turns into this segmented tail right there with 2 segments, and then this awesome huge paddle tail. And this little segment right there and there, you wouldn't believe, but it kicks up so much water. And I already told you guys about the creek bass I caught the other day, but as well, I was fishing in a local pond that was in I was fishing in 2 videos ago, I believe, and I caught a solid 2.5 pound fish. And what happened there is I cast it out real far into this deep, thick grass, and I was popping it real slow, just like it's a dying shad kind of deal, and he hit me, and I kept on doing that. And then once I got near the shore, I just reeled it in real fast, and he hit me like 2 feet away from the shore. It was the coolest thing. And the great thing about this is even when you're just reeling it in straight back into shore, it still has that crazy swimming action from like a dying shad or just like a swimming shad that's swimming around. And so this is a very versatile bait. And you can fish this bait on beds, and it'll look like a little bluegill that's trying to get on one of the bass's beds, as well as that other bait that I just showed you that would look like a crawl that would be getting on, trying to get onto one of the bass's beds. And that's one of those are the 2 main predators that really threaten the bass during that time of the year, and so they really hate those two little bait fish slash kind of predators to the spawning bass. And I also have some jigs here I'm going to show you. They're kind of like mini jigs, but they're the Strike King Bitsy Flips. And I mean, I have the blue here, and the blue is my favorite color that they make. It's a really, really nice color, if you can see it there. And these are all in 1/4. And as well, I have a really brightly, dropped it there, really bright colored one that's like it's in like a tan and orange, but this would be a great jig tied on with like a twin tail grub. I just have these black and blue ones here from Outdoor Advantage, 3-inch K3R grubs. These were great on one of those because you want a real compact bait to fish into the beds during spawn. And so this plus this equals perfect magic during spawn. And you could fish like a little big bite baits like Pack a Chunk on there or anything of that sort. And so I hope you guys got some good information from this video and will help you guys out this spring during this spawning season. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Comment, rate, and subscribe. See you later.